Nico Paz has emerged as one of those players that is hugely wanted by very many clubs. And guess what? We knew Chelsea wanted him. Real Madrid wants to obviously sign him and they really hold the upper hand. But with Arsenal being the most informed and best team in Europe right now, Arsenal has taken it to the next level. And they're like, we are going in for Nico Paz. Can you imagine? I like the bravery of the club known as Arsenal because these are moves made by the brave. What Arsenal is trying to do is really a move that obviously no one even expected it to happen. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun in here for you. So smash the like button and do the needful and really continue to subscribe because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers onto this channel. Nico Paz is one of those that we're obviously going to be talking about in this video. Now, let's start it off from here. Who is the man responsible for this video in there? And we are powered by, you know very well, he's known as Century Gadgets, right? Century Gadgets are dealers in brand new phones, and used UK phones, authentic and reliable. That's what he's telling us. And you can as well call him on those numbers and see to it that all really goes on well as planned. So Century Gadgets are the sponsors that have gone ahead to obviously bring us this beautiful story in here that we are all discussing about right now about Nico Paz. And what do they have to say about Nico Paz? It's coming in through from the Transfer News Live. It's coming in through from the Transfer News Live that Chelsea and Arsenal are both interested in signing Nico Paz. But Real Madrid hold a major advantage thanks to an 8 million euro buyback clause. The 21-year-old Argentine has become a standout performer in the Serie A with Cesc Fabregas' Como, though both Premier League sides are trying to attempt him to stay away from Real Madrid. Obviously, Nico Paz is a player who came in through from the academy of Real Madrid. That is no-brainer. Everyone knows that. And he went to Como. And for the seasons has been at Como, Nico Paz has gone ahead, obviously hit the ground running, and is one of those players that is really very promising, and people are really excited to see him do what he's doing. And he's one of those that I think the world has gone ahead to evidence that he has obviously coming through and put in a very huge shift altogether for his side, known as Como. So Nico Paz is one of those that I think has been the best products of a man known as Cesc Fabregas. And one might ask, who is Nico Paz? Nico Paz is an Argentine born. He's 21 years of age, and he turned 21 this year on 8th of September. He's a midfielder. He plays as an attacking midfielder for Como in there. 1.8 meters tall, and nationality, he is Argentine and Spanish, so you expect a lot of battles in there for you. This season, he has gone ahead to obviously put out a very huge performance, and 12 matches this season, 5 goals and 4 assists. You understand, last season he played 35, 6 goals and 8 assists, meaning that he's less by 1 goal to match the number of goals he really scored last season in 35 games, and he would have gone ahead to score them in less goal games, meaning that he might even hit 20 goals a season. Then the assists, he has only 4 last season, he made 8, meaning that he's left with some huge number of games to obviously match the levels really did in there for you. Left-footed player, and if you've been following up onto Nico Paz, he plays as a central attacking midfielder mainly. At Arsenal, who plays as a central attacking midfielder? It's Ebelechi Eze and a man known as Odegaard. But when you look at how Paz plays, I think that's why Arsenal is really so much interested in him. He reminds me of a David Silva. He reminds me of a David Silva. Remember that David Silva of Man City and Valencia and Spain. And the beauty of him is that he's a multifunctional player. And I think this is why Arsenal is really going in hard for the player. You understand? They are going in hard for the player because he's a multifunctional player. And you can all agree with me that he is really that good. He can play as a center forward. He can play as a left winger. He can play as a right forward or right forward. He can play as a central attacking midfielder in there for you. So that is Nico Paz for you. He is really talented. And if you've been following up on Arsenal and what they've gone ahead to do, they've been so much into what we call signing talented players, and Nico Paz ticks that box in there for you, and that's why they're really battling it. But will they snatch this player and convince him to joining them? And I think all that is possible. In the game of football and transfer world, everything is possible. I tell you, nothing is impossible. Everything is very, very possible, and it can happen the way you want it to happen in there. So, the side of Arsenal has gone ahead to obviously enter the transfer battle of Nico Paz. And them joining the transfer battle of Nico Paz means that they will be able to obviously convince the player to join them, though the guy's heart is at Real Madrid. You understand? But one will ask, how can Arsenal convince him to come to play for them when they are really having Ebelechi Eze, Ethan Nwaneri, and Martin Odegaard? This is how I think Arsenal will do their stuff. One, I think Ebelechi Eze is seen more as a left forward, though he has been playing as a centre attacking midfielder because Odegaard has been away. But with Odegaard's return, I don't see Ebelechi Eze really do the needful in that particular position. And in the game of Chelsea, I think the manager will throw him off the left and he'll play Odegaard through the centre. You understand? Or through the central axis of the pitch. Meaning that Trossard might be disposed of, something I don't want to happen because I still want to see him at Arsenal. Although Arsenal might obviously sell him off. But if you're really serious, you have no reason of selling off Trossard. It's better you give him a new contract. And they'll see Nico Paz as a player who is going to come and compete with Martin Odegaard. You understand? And if you're Nico Paz, you have to obviously weigh in on the two sides. You know, Real Madrid and Arsenal. Where can you obviously get ample playing time? That because it's all about ample playing time. At Real Madrid, they have a midfield that is really untouchable. I tell you, because Jude Bellingham cannot be played in the double pivot, you know, and that means he has to be played as a number 10. So that calls in for Nico Paz to obviously look into be played as a right forward. You understand? Into that team of Real Madrid. But remember, there is Adagula, another one that is really impressing a lot and doing wonders at the club of Real Madrid. I think him getting back to Real Madrid might destroy his career. If I'm Nico Paz, all I have to do is I stay at Como, you know, and I play 1 or 2 seasons. And I think it will be early for him to go back to Real Madrid because the other one is a very huge club. I think the best thing for him to do is to look out for a different kind of team altogether. Like, if I'm him, if I'm to elevate, I might look out to going to a team that's obviously going to be getting ample playing time, you know? And if it's Italy, you go to Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Premier League. I think at Arsenal he can get more playing time than at Real Madrid. That is it. He'll go to Real Madrid, but I tell you what, he doesn't have any guarantee that he'll even get into the starting 11. But at Arsenal, there is guarantee that he can get into the starting 11 of Arsenal, I tell you. Because I've gone ahead to see this manager. He's not influenced by the board. You know, at Real Madrid, you are influenced by the board. They'll tell you, you have to play such and such a player. You know, that's where things really get mad at the club of Arsenal in there for you. So that's what I really feel for Nico Paz. And I think if Arsenal really present him a better plan, I think they can convince him to obviously join them and see what else he can really come in through and obviously do for them in there. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys have gone ahead obviously have fun in here onto our beautiful channel, because this is what we do and this is what we obviously have to bring to you in here. So I'm calling for your reactions into the comment section below. And do you think Arsenal will win this battle of Nico Paz, or you are like, Arsenal is really having a lot of players and Nico Paz will be surplus to requirement? If you watched him play, swift left footer, he's a goal scorer, he does assists, and he's not a usual player. You know, he's not a usual player if you followed up onto a player known as Nico Paz. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I'm out.